Hello everyone and welcome to Octagon News. Today we're bringing you the latest news and updates from the world of MMA. Here's what's making headlines. Conor McGregor goes off on Demetrious Johnson. Ilia Topuria hints at vacating title, wants Charles Oliveira at lightweight. Randy Kouture reveals what really happened in his wrestling session with Francis Ngannou. Colby Covington continues to take aim at Kamaru Usman. Stay tuned as we dive into all the details. Former UFC interim welterweight champion Colby Covington has continued to take aim at his rival Kamaru Usman. Covington and Usman had a heated rivalry, while Usman was the champion as they had two great fights. Although a trilogy does seem unlikely given both aren't the champion, Covington continues to take aim at Usman as he called the former champ the opponent he hates the most. Definitely Marty Juiceman, just because he's a cheater and he's a coward. He definitely cheated multiple times in our fights, so I just can't respect someone that cheats in a fight. I've never cheated. I've done everything the right way. I didn't cut corners, didn't ask for shortcuts, had to go the long way. It shouldn't be a surprise that Colby Covington says Kamaru Usman is the opponent he hates the most. The lead up to their fight was full of trash talk as they didn't get along and it got ugly at times, but in the end, it was Usman who won both fights as he won by 5th round TKO and by a very close decision to defend his belt both times. Randy Kouture has given a fascinating insight into exactly what went down during his wrestling session with Francis Ngannou. In his esteemed career, Randy Kouture solidified his place as a genuine legend, winning world titles in 2 weight divisions. While possessing respectable striking skills, the athlete was renowned for his wrestling ability, competing around the world and winning the 1991 Pan American Championships. Having now walked away from competition, the icon is helping guide the next generation at his gym. Francis Ngannou regularly trains at the facility and once shared the mats with the UFC Hall of Famer during an eventful wrestling session. In a recent interview, Randy discussed Francis and his wrestling skills. Here's what he had to say. "It was a wrestling day, but man, first 2 were great, smaller guys. It felt good. And then that third go, here's Francis. I'm like, here we go. He blasted me with a double, man. I haven't been blasted like that in forever. Sun disappeared. The whole 5 minutes I was on the bottom like, oh, this is gonna look great." Is Ilia Topuria about to voluntarily give up the UFC featherweight title? It appears he's thinking about it. Topuria, who earned his first 145-pound title defense with a knockout of Max Holloway at UFC 308 in October, after claiming the belt from Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 298 in February, said he's interested in moving up to lightweight in his next contest. All signs pointed to Topuria next defending his belt in a rematch with Volkanovski in 2025, perhaps in Spain, but it appears Topuria has a different idea in mind. There were talks of Miami, but I'm not sure because there are still some pending conversations. We need to talk about it and take a look at my future, but for me, it's very clear how I want to do it. I'd like to move up to the next weight class, and since Islam is the champion fighting in January, and he won't be ready for April or May, I'd like to fight against the #1 contender right now, who's Charles Oliveira. What do you think? Who should Topuria fight next? And do you believe he can truly become the lightweight champion? Share your thoughts in the comments. Following Conor McGregor's legal troubles, one of the biggest names in MMA has called him out regarding his comeback story. Former UFC and 1 championship champion Demetrious Johnson has advised McGregor to retire from the sport for good. Conor McGregor, if I was to ask him, why are you still fighting? Like, what makes you want to come back? You have all the money in the world that you can ever want. An extra 10 to 20 million. That should not affect the 500 million he's made off of selling. I don't know how much cocaine is, I don't know, but it can't be that expensive. These comments by Johnson have been taken into cognizance by the former dual weight champion as he called out Mighty Mouse in a nasty manner. Lowest earner all time. How much does an Xbox cost? Ha ha ha. According to statistics, Demetrious Johnson has amassed a modest $6 million from his MMA career, which is obviously abysmal compared to the generation wealth McGregor has amassed in his career. What's your opinion on the beef between Demetrious Johnson and Conor McGregor? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Octagon News. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest MMA news and updates. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Until next time, stay sharp and keep your guard up. P.S. Like and subscribe or we'll let Conor McGregor tweet at you next.